So, a certain former first son is a bit salty over dear old dad getting stabbed in the back. Hunter Biden is dissing Kamala Harris as a lousy politician and seemingly trying to torpedo her 2028 run before it gets off the ground. Watch this.
Doug and the vice president have always been very, generous and kind to me, and I mean that, and on a personal level. I just think that she's not a very good politician. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't see how she possibly thinks that distancing herself from Joe Biden is even possible. And why would you, if you really believed in the record that you had left?
But it's not just Hunter. Kamala's 2028 dreams could get flattened by others in the party. Governor J.B. Pritzker is already sounding the battle cry, firing up supporters and telling them to get ready to fight. Check it out.
If there's a divide in the national Democratic Party that exists, it's the one between Team Fight and Team Cave. And in Illinois, we've made our choice. We're on Team Fight. Which team are we on? That's right. So, Illinois Democrats, I have just one question for you. Are you ready for the fight? Are you ready for the fight? I am too.
He's like Winston Churchill, you know?
Looks like he ate Winston Churchill.
Exactly. Jessica, handicap this. What's going on inside the big tent? You can't say big tent either.
Well, you did, and it's in all of our banners.
I can say it.
So I can say it if I want to. But I really think that the results of the midterms are going to recalibrate who's thinking about 2028, and we're going to have big lessons from it. But I actually think Hunter was right in that interview when he said about Kamala that she's trying to distance herself. And even if you wanted to, how is that possible? Because it is your body of work as well. And I think that by the time that we do get around to 2028, or really just post midterms, that there are going to be a lot of people who are sick of the drama of 2024 and relitigating it over and over again. The fact that South Carolina moved up to the first primary definitely is an advantage for her. But I think that people are going to be looking for something new and for Team Fight versus Team Cave, for sure.
What is the relitigation of 2024? Meaning what?
Like, what? Did you think Joe Biden was completely fine, or what did you cover up? All of it. I think people want to move forward. They want to acknowledge there were mistakes made. That's how you end up losing that election. And let's get new policies out there and find a new person to lead the party.
Jesse, that going to work?
I hate to say this, but Jessica is right. Mm-hmm. So is Hunter Biden.
Okay?
He is a very astute political analyst, and I think he should do Brett Baer's All-Star panel. She was a lousy politician. She was tied to a lousier president, and she got smoked, even though she had money in the media. And the Democrats, yeah, they want fresh blood. Is it JB back? No. Even if he was skinny, he couldn't win the nomination.
Pete?
JB back?
Pete, well, he's 5'8", and he's not straight. So he's got a tougher road, but he is
Wait a
likable.
second. What's wrong with being 5'8"?
It's not 6'2". And it's not just the physical. People do like Pete more than they like JB back. And Pete has been actually working. He was lazy when he was in the cabinet, but he's been all over the country. I mean, he's been doing town halls, press in the flesh, and so he might actually have a little bit of a head start. Is he going to get the nomination? I don't know. This thing is wide open. Kamala and Newsom are not front runners like a Vance or a Rubio would be. So whatever happens this time, the DNC is not going to rig it. They've learned their lesson, so it's anyone's ball.
The thing I don't like about moving on from 2024 is the Fauci factor. And I got to tell you, we need a resolution to that. And I would argue that part of the rise of the DSA goes to the fact that we had a generation locked down getting everything from the internet. And I do think that people do want a resolution to that. And Hunter, for all his talk, he's not going to own any of that. But you're hearing now, maybe he's the presidential candidate. Can you buy into?
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.